What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Bubble Nut, and this video is going to be a little bit of a different style video than my previous ones, as this type of video was the original intention of my channel. You can still expect different content, but you can consider this the start of a new series that I have been wanting to do. So let's get started. Xbox Game Pass was released in 2017 as a way for users to download games from a rotating library. Game Pass has created a platform for smaller companies to make bigger statements, as well as helped well-known companies showcase their new releases. It has an astounding 34 million members as of February 2024. So I thought, why not showcase the games myself and make game reviews? Now, I understand that I am no messiah, but I do play a lot of games. I like talking, so this seems like a good middle ground. And without further ado, here is the first game that I will be showcasing on Game Pass. Neon White is a first-person shooter platformer puzzle game that was released in June of 2022 by game developers Angel Matrix. And I have one question for you. Have you ever wanted to kill demons in a time competition? And I know what you're thinking. No, we can't kill Jojo Siwa, but Neon White is still the game for you. It is designed around one of the most popular styles of gameplay in recent years, speedrunning. All of your favorite streamers are doing it. From games that are specifically for speedrunning to games like Minecraft. In Neon White, you play as Neon White, a katana-wielding, skilled assassin with no memory of his past. Neons are sinners taken from hell to compete in heaven. They are kept there because their masks explode if they try to take them off. Like on some literal Saw shit.
I want to play
Neon White.
No. Wait. Except you actually want to play this game. Neon White consists of 96 main levels, split into many chapters. To complete each level, players must kill all demons and reach a goal. However, what gives this game its uniqueness is the way you kill these demons. Soul cards in Neon White are the same as NFL players and assaulting their girlfriends. They need each other. Soul cards are cards that are in each level or drop from enemies that mimic real-life weapons like pistols, shotguns, and even rocket launchers. This game is just badass. But here's the catch. Each card is discardable.
What the f does that mean?
Well, each card when discarded has a unique ability, making players strategize about when to shoot or discard. The goal is to reach the end in a certain time to get bronze, silver, gold, or ace medals. Between chapters, players are taken to the hub. No, absolutely not. Who allowed this to happen? Who made that decision? This place is for building relationships with other Neons with opportunities of side missions and unique dialogues, and also for talking to other NPCs in the world. Completing the story helps White regain his memories, and helps him take out the main villain, Neon Green. Neon White has of course built a fanbase that loves to speedrun. Players have found crazy shortcuts and skips to every level there is. This game also has friends times and global times, creating friendly competition. I took personal enjoyment in beating the shit out of my friends. Reviewing games is no easy task, since I am only one man, so I always recommend to play the game yourself or look up any additional information that you may need. But since you're here, I'm gonna tell you what to do. We are rating these games on a 50-point scale with 5 different criterias, each worth 10 points. The first is plot/story, focusing on aspects and intricacy of the main story. Next is design. Things like artwork, map design, soundtracks, dialogues will all be taken into account. Third is gameplay. Is it easy to play? Are the controls good? Are there many glitches? How unique is the gameplay? Then we got replay value, which is pretty self-explanatory. And then finally you have fun. Very blunt, but is this game fun to play? First on the docket today is story, and this story is pretty mid. It gets carried in, I mean full-on backpack Dora the Explorer style by its characters. They all give off light-hearted, fun humor about them, making the dialogue feel unique and interesting to listen to. Like Yellow is a guy I would love to just get out on a boat with and split beers until one of us tries to grab our keys. And Red, god damn, but the story is elementary. It's like if Memento was directed by Ice JJ Fish and not Christopher Nolan. I'm kidding, that's harsh. But you can tell that this is not the main focus of the game. So I will be giving it a 6-pack out of 10 for yellow. And the next category is where this game really shines. The design is well crafted and feels combed through. Every aspect of this game's design feels consistent. It's an anime style artwork with hints of comic book-esque bits in there. It reminds me of a Cowboy Bebop style. Even with the character emotions and the dialogues, and the character on the side shaking when I land a jump, this game is extremely detailed. The character designs also contrast really well with all of the beautiful landscapes in this game, ranging from white and gold heaven to scary castles to skyscrapers in contemporary heaven. The backgrounds are just beautiful. The demons also look awesome. My favorite is this cute little blob dude. And the soundtrack, man, the soundtrack. One thing you guys will come to know is that I love music, and this shit has certified jams in it. Banger after banger. The group Machine Girl made this, so shout out to them. Each level feels unique with map design, but I only have one thing that keeps me from making this a super high rating. The maps are too similar too often. They're beautiful, it's just the first 40 levels are in the same place. Like I feel like Doctor Strange fighting Dormammu. And there are like 5 different castles. So like I just wish they would have switched it up every once in a while. That being said, I'm going to give this game's design a 9 out of 10. It just feels really, really good, and this is where the game shows its true colors. That's such a shitty joke. Gameplay in Neon White is also one of its strengths. Controls are a little weird, but once you get used to them, it just kind of makes sense. And there's not really that many controls, so if you have issues doing it, it might just be a skill issue. There are a lot of things to get used to gameplay-wise, like White jumps like someone shoved a helium pump up his ass, and there are different distances and mechanics for each ability with the cards, but it's also nothing to worry about. Playing the game will help you learn it easily. All of the interactions between weapons, demons, and map make every run feel different and makes this game stand out in the speedrunning community to me. Sometimes, though, this game can confuse me. Like, there's some that happens that just makes me sit there and question what the heck happened. Like, how did I not grab this second Godspeed? I literally killed the guy. But I digress. This game's gameplay is still an 8.5 out of 10. Very, very solid. I fucking hope that a speedrunning game has some replay value, and Neon White is no exception. As mentioned earlier, there are many, many different interactions in this game that make each of the game's runs feel different every time. Like, I found myself trying over and over again to get good times, and I'm still working on White's Hell run and endgame content. My best is 74, but I am going to do it. Once you learn the strategy, though, it can get a little boring. Like, you do the same thing every single time, eventually. And this game is kind of small, so there's not as much content as you might want there to be once you beat the story. A nice 7 out of 10 feels right for a rating. Now, we are finally at the last one. Neon White is damn fun. I had a blast playing each level for the first time and then optimizing to get a good time. I felt like hot shit too when I got that ace medal on the first try. I am also still actively playing the game and still enjoying it a lot. It can get a little boring and frustrating at the end when you're trying to complete certain challenges. I have had to take a little break out of anger before. But with a final rating of an 8 out of 10 for fun, it brings this game to a good 38.5 out of 50. A score that I would consider a good-ass game. Now, I definitely recommend playing Neon White, as I have well over 24 hours in the game already, and plan on continue playing it. And it's just a game that I think everyone should try while it's out on Game Pass. And as a little bit of an outro here, thank you guys for joining me for my first installment of Game Pass game reviews. I plan on doing a couple of these before I go back to school, so I really want to try to hammer these out a little bit. So if anyone has any suggestions in the comments for Game Pass games, or any comments on Neon White, because I know there are a lot of fans out there, I would love to hear them in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you join me on the next one.